This experiment changed how teachers understand behavior, and it all started with a child, a clown, and a giant inflatable punching bag. Imagine being a teacher in the 1950s or 60s. The explanation was almost always the same. Reward good behavior, punish bad behavior, end of story. But Albert Bandura wasn't convinced. He believed something bigger was going on, something powerful, something invisible, something happening before a child ever acted. He wondered, what if kids just don't respond to consequences? What if they're learning by watching us? So Bandura designed an experiment almost theatrical in its simplicity. He invited children into a playroom, and in another room behind a one-way mirror, an adult performed a script, but with two very different versions. Version A, the calm model. The adult sits quietly, plays gently with the toys, no aggression. Version B, the aggressive model. The adult hits the Bobo Doll, punches, kicks, uses a mallet, and he shouts phrases like, "Sock him." The kids just watched, they didn't join in, and no one told them what to do. This is the key. Bandura created a world where the only difference was the behavior the children observed. And here's the part that made psychologists stop in their tracks. Bandura wasn't testing personality. He wasn't testing mood. He wasn't testing discipline. He was testing the power of a model and whether simply watching could change what children did next. And it did, dramatically. When the children were moved into a new playroom filled with toys, including the Bobo Doll, their behavior mirrored what they had seen. Children who watched the aggressive model hit the doll, used the same moves, repeated the same phrases, even invented new violent behaviors. Children who watched the calm model played quietly, showed almost no aggression, ignored the Bobo Doll. Bandura wasn't showing imitation, he was showing amplification. Kids didn't just copy, they extended the model. This was the birth of social learning theory, and it shattered the idea that children learn only through rewards and punishments. Bandura showed that children learn through vicarious experience, by watching what others do and what happens to them. The adults didn't reward the kids, they didn't teach them to hit, and yet the learning happened anyway. Bandura's study tells teachers something profound. Students are always watching the model, even when they aren't watching the lesson. Key takeaways for educators. You teach twice, through instruction and through behavior. If you tell students to stay calm but respond to problems with frustration, they'll copy the frustration, not just the words. Classroom culture is modeled, not mandated. How you handle mistakes, how you resolve conflict, how you react when you're stressed, these moments become templates for students. Peer models matters as much as teachers. One student who models respect can elevate the classroom. Another student who models disengagement can spread it throughout the class. Reinforcement still matters, but modeling comes first. A rule might be written on a poster, but students learn the real rules by watching what the adults actually do. If you're a student or lifelong learner, here's the hidden message. Your models are teaching you more than you realize. So choose study groups wisely. Habits spread. Follow creators who build the kind of mind you want to have. Spend time around people who value learning. It changes your own motivation. Bandura would say you don't just learn what your models do, you learn who you are by watching who they are. But here's the part Bandura never predicted. Kids aren't watching one adult in one room anymore, they're watching thousands of models every day, online, in games, in short-form video. The Bobo Doll didn't disappear, it just became digital. Bandura taught us something simple and unforgettable. We become the behaviors we repeatedly observe. So whether you're teaching in a classroom, parenting at home, or learning online, you're shaping minds through every small action. If you enjoyed this episode of Experiments in Education, subscribe and join me for the next one. We're exploring how the bigger psychology experiments shape modern teaching and learning. See you next time.